Hi, welcome to Record Time. Record Time is a weekly Akashic experience where we explore simple and mysterious themes through the lens of the Akashic Records. My name is Mina. I'm super happy to be here, and I'm excited to just dive in. So, this week, the Keepers of the Records are asking us, are you burying your desires in gratitude? Are you burying your desires in gratitude? This feels like such a, a naughty inquiry. This feels very taboo. You can't talk shit about gratitude. It's the most beloved practice, right? It's the thing that everyone is always saying to do. So this feels a little edgy in that way, to kind of offer a different perspective of gratitude and noticing, how we can use gratitude in different ways, in ways that might not be supportive all the time. So this isn't, before we even get into it, this isn't saying gratitude is a bad thing. And absolutely take this with a grain of salt. And please remember that this is just one perspective. So if you don't like it, absolutely just let this go. Okay, with all of that in order, are you burying your desires in gratitude? What does this mean? When you feel you want something, when you have this sense that something could be better, that you're not quite satisfied, is there a voice that immediately comes up that says, but you should be grateful for what you have? But just be grateful. You should be so grateful. Look at how much you have. You shouldn't want something better, because look how good it already is. You're being ungrateful if you aren't satisfied with this. Is there a voice that's almost shaming you for wanting more, under this guise of you should be grateful? And this is a slippery, slimy, kind of unconscious undercurrent. This is like a very underworld kind of vibe. And I invite you again to kind of like dip into this slowly. And maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe this is a habit where it's like something can happen if we have this voice that is persistent, that is tireless, that every time we feel the sense of dissatisfaction coming up, there's this sense of, but I should just be grateful. Why am I not happy? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just be happy with what I have? I'm a bad person because I'm not grateful. I can't feel the gratitude. I should just be grateful. And so the problem in this is not feeling grateful. It's the should. I should feel grateful. It's not that feeling grateful is a problem or that gratitude is a bad thing by any means. It's when we feel like we should be feeling something that we're not. That is usually an interesting little snippet or piece to look at. Because when we have this like emergent thought of, I should be grateful, that kind of implies that we're not feeling grateful. And so what this is an invitation to notice, what would it be like to just admit, to say this very taboo thing that we're never supposed to say out loud, or even just to yourself. It doesn't have to be out loud. What would it be like to admit, I'm not grateful right now. I'm not feeling grateful right now. I'm actually unhappy. I'm actually dissatisfied. I actually don't like the way things are going. How taboo is that? How awful is that? What does it feel like to say that? As I'm saying that, I'm not even thinking of something specific. There's this kind of giddy joy in that of like, ooh, I'm doing something bad and it feels great. So what this is, right? This question of, are you burying your desires in gratitude? This is deep, loving, shadowy permission to say, I'm not feeling grateful right now. I feel like I should be grateful, but I'm not. And what I would really want is, what would it feel like to play in that, to even finish that sentence? I feel like I should be grateful, but I'm not feeling grateful right now. And what I really want is. Can you finish that sentence? Can you give yourself permission for 5 seconds? 5 seconds to just be super honest, to be super naughty and finish that sentence. The one that we're not supposed to say, because we're never supposed to say we're not grateful. And it is taboo to desire stuff sometimes. Are you shaming yourself out of admitting that you have a desire? That's what the records are asking us. And if you notice that shame, that like need to feel grateful is stomping on, is stifling a sense of dissatisfaction and desire for something else, can we give that dissatisfaction 5 seconds to express itself? To just finish that sentence and say, what is it that you want? We don't have to do anything about it. We can go right back to feeling grateful after that. But what would it feel like to just get that thing out? To just say it? What happens then? What does that feel like? And again, what this is too, is it's offering, anytime you feel or hear or sense that sentence, that sentiment, I should just be grateful, that now becomes a darling little flag, a darling little signal that there might be a sense of desire in the form of dissatisfaction sitting right under the surface, right underneath that I should just be grateful. There is something that you want. There is something that you sense that could be better. There's a little ember of desire and motivation, perhaps in the form of dissatisfaction, that is trying to say something. And this whole inquiry and invitation from the records is, what would it feel like to give that dissatisfaction, that desire, that ember, that spark, that sweet little flame? What would it be like to give it a little bit of space to say what it wants to say? What if we treated that dissatisfaction as intelligent and valuable information? That's the invitation for today. So that's where I'm going to leave you just for today. And if this sparks something in you, I would love to know, what is it for you that's sitting right underneath I should just be grateful? What's the thing that really wants to come out and say, this could be better? I actually want this instead. I'm not happy about the way this thing is. What is that dissatisfaction trying to say, but might be being quieted or dampened by this need to be grateful? And again, just reminding yourself that gratitude isn't the problem. It's the sense of, I should feel something other than what I actually feel right now. That's where it gets a little sticky. Okay, if you feel inspired to share what that is, please let me know. Leave a comment or send me a message through my website, minaruchi.com. I'm feeling so much giddiness around this, and I can't wait to see what it is that kind of unfolds from for you in this inquiry. So let me know. And until next time, I'm wishing you well. Namaste.